All right, people. I'm sorry. Got interrupted. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing on this one right here, man. I want to talk about these black Trojan horses. Nobody's here. Probably not gonna be here because y'all like, damn, man, is he gonna be live or what? I got a phone call, had to take it. Sorry, people. Let me say this, man. If you watch that movie, Color Purple, a good example, Alice Walker, who is married to a small hat, made a movie where she demonized black men throughout the movie. So much so that it really, if you watch Color Purple, you would probably think that the enemy of the Color Purple is the black man. Mister was they played. I'm gonna be honest with you. They played Mister more racist than they played the white lady that got her locked up and turned her ass into a maid. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy, man. That was crazy. Like it was crazy, man. And the thing is, you look at that, you be like, damn, they demonized damn near every black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and let's be honest, who put Oprah where she is? Small hats. Who gave us these films in the 90s, the movie Waiting to Exhale? See, black men, the reason that we are at war with each other as sexist, the reason that it's a damn shame, we as black men are afraid to express love for black women right now is because we've been taught or indoctrinated to believe that the black woman is our enemy. And that, you know, I've heard people say that the black woman is your enemy. And so what happens is you wonder why, because that realizes your community. Now, am I saying that black women ain't on some fuckery out here? Hell yeah, of course they are. I think that's the thing. Like when I say something that's actually pro family or pro community minded, I think we have a knee jerk reaction to go against our own women, and go against our men. Some of the women do go against black men. So much so, like I look at some of these female YouTubers, like a Paris Milan. Paris Milan is really starting to become pro black woman over black man, over black community. Like his black women don't need to support black men, and then she goes and cites some rapper who doesn't speak for 99% of black men out here that date and love black women, right? But because some rapper said something, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, black women shouldn't support black men because this rapper had this, or this rapper had a Latino woman in his video, or this, you get what I'm saying? As if they're the same person. The people make these whimsical ass arguments all the time. I hear Chrissy make them. I've heard Chrissy make arguments like, black women, why should we support black men and man, dark-skinned black men, but then they turn around and they go date this and date that. You can't take some actor who's not even a descendant of American slaves, right? That was in Black Panther, who's dating an Asian, the guy that played M'Baku, right? Yeah, like it's a lot of feminist bullshit, but this shit is socially engineered. This is what I mean by like, and then look, I'm not knocking Paris. Actually, you know, I don't even knock Chrissy. I'm just saying, guys, at the end of the day, you got a lot of times you get sucked in and vacuumed in through some shit, and you'll find yourself attacking your own race of women or your own race of men with women, and you're like, why are we so at war with each other? Where did this shit come from? We fucking hate each other. Why is this? Why is it that the black man and the black woman are so at war? Why is there so much enmity or just friction? Well, the black woman don't want to lay down and accept her role. Look, I won't sit up here and say that everything that a lot of these male YouTubers are saying is bullshit. I'll be a damn simp if I said that shit, because I ain't trying to just say what I'm saying. I'm not saying what I'm saying because I want the black woman to just like me and subscribe to my channel. I ain't out here for simps. I ain't trying to show my face to get likes and shit like that. I don't even give a shit. I'm just telling y'all my opinion. That's it. What I look like is of little consequence. What matters the most is the black community right now is in turmoil and in shambles because our women and our men are at war with one another. I think that if the black man and the black woman weren't in so much war, there wasn't so much friction between us, the sexes in our community, a lot of shit would get fixed. You see what I'm saying? And I think this shit is socially engineered. I think if you go back and look at that movie, who was the hero in that damn movie? Like, everybody was fucked up until somebody showed up. Suge Avery. You know what I'm saying? Suge Avery showed up and everybody was straight. Everybody was good when Suge Avery showed up. When Suge finally showed up, she kissing all up on Celie and gave Celie some backbone and told first person to ever show her some love was a black woman. Think about that shit. Think about it. You see what I'm saying? And you wonder why we got all these damn dykes out here right now. You see what I'm saying? Because we've been programmed. They've been programming, doing little sinister, twisted, evil shit in our communities for centuries. I see it. You see what I'm saying? Let's look at James Baldwin, a motherfucker I don't have no respect for. I don't have no respect for James Baldwin. I was taught to respect James Baldwin when I went to school. James Baldwin was this guy. He was a writer. He was this. He was that. And you listen to James Baldwin talk. I didn't know James Baldwin was the one that got with his small hat boyfriend in the summer of 1960. He stayed with him. And he the one that told his small hat boyfriend, hey, if you're going to write a novel about Nat Turner, then why not make the novel about Nat Turner, make him gay, make him want a white woman, and make the whole revolt, the reason for his revolt, make it based on his love for a white woman. Then name this shit the same title as the original title, Confessions of Nat Turner. See what I'm saying? This is James Baldwin. This is the dude who, let's be honest, when did the small hair start rocking with him? There was a black guy, I think some black guy, I forget his name, David or Eric Wright, something like that. He the one that brought him out, right? James Baldwin, in order to get respect, threw him under the bus. It was a black dude that flew him over to France. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It was a black dude that flew him over to France and was rocking with him and tried to support him. And then he wrote a scathing criticism of the black man that gave him his start. And that's when the small hats took notice. See, it's a reason you see these black celebrities, they get in certain positions and they do, like the reason Malik Yoba's doing what he's doing. He pulling the James Baldwin. He doing the same thing that we see with all these people. And when I say this stuff, you guys might be like, dang, man, you hate them. I'm like, nah, I don't hate these guys. I don't hate them. I'm just of the mindset, or should I say, I ain't gonna say intelligence, just I understand, man, they play all types of games with us, man. So when you see, like you just said, you say parents hate brothers. I don't know. I just know that our American brothers, especially, we catch it with our women. And our women, I'm gonna be honest with you, some of these sisters have some valid points. There are some brothers who got some damn mental problems, right? They hate black women to the T. And they'll tell you that, and to me, I don't look at it like that. I don't. Do I think that there's a lot of fuckery that goes on in our community emanating from women and their sexual freedom and all that? Of course. Do I think that women, am I going to treat her, if I meet a woman out on the street, am I going to treat her different because of some shit that I see or some ideology that I believe in? No. I'm not going to treat her different. I'm going to treat her like a damn person, like a human being. I'm going to recognize some humanity. I'm going to recognize her blackness as a black woman. I'm going to talk to her, treat her like with respect. Till she step out of line, then it's whatever. Then it's, when she step out of line, start treating me a certain way or doing certain things, then, you know, full speed ahead. It is what it is. But up until that point, guys, I think we need to be careful how we're being socially engineered by other people of other races. They're coming into our communities and they're really manipulating the black family, manipulating the black mind, the black heart, the way we look at shit. I'm telling you right now, like that, damn near every video I mention these people because I want to try to raise the awareness of it. It's like they get away. They are like the hidden hand. They get to do whatever. Y'all ever watch Marvel and they got that little secret group called the Hand? That's how they are. They do all types of shit. And you go up the damn thing, go up the train, and you be like, oh shit, it's a small hat. You be like, damn. You see some shit going on, some fuckery going on. When you see black men and black women at war with each other like this, I don't think this shit is by happenstance. I don't. It's small hats. Gloria Steinem, feminism. Go look. When did that shit happen? Huh? What's up? What's up, V? When did black women pick up this feminism bullshit? The shit that you see these women saying, but I ain't finna support black men. If da, 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 da. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. If I see some shit happening with a sister, I'm gonna support a sister. If I see a white boy up there just randomly whooping up on a sister or some shit, I'm gonna stop him. I'm at least stop him minimum. Even if she did some wrong, I ain't finna sit there and watch a white boy just whoop a woman's ass, a sister's ass. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas to be out there laughing about that shit. Look, oh, he knocked that. I had a video I put up about the girl getting beat. Now, the guy had a gun, so it wasn't too much you could really do about that shit. This brother came in the comment section like, damn, that bitch can take a punch, can't she? Like, you know how fucked up you got to be in the mind to see a black woman getting beat like that, tell me she can take a punch. You got to hate black women. I don't think that I would say some shit like that. I couldn't fix my mouth to say no shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not a simp. I just ain't with the fuck shit. I'm just not. I'm not gonna just toe some line because I'm a black man. I gotta hate. No, I ain't gotta do shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell me to do a motherfucking thing. I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing. If I want to support a sister in business or some shit or whatever she's trying to do, I want to show her some love, I will. Show black women love. My second video, you go look at my channel. My second video was third video, why I love black women. It's my own fucking channel. My channel was based on that shit. I always love black women. But at the same time, I feel like the reason we are at war right now is because we've been manipulated. And there have been a lot of willing accomplices to the crime that have really come into our community. And our agents right now, exactly, she was a CIA agent. We got a lot of these people right now doing a lot of social engineering in our own communities right now. Shit, what's the name of the CIA agent? Mark Zuckerberg. Another small hat. What's his name? Dark Overlord. Go look it up. Type Dark Overlord. And if you post this shit on Facebook with him, where he takes off his jacket and you got all these little weird occult symbols and shit in his jacket, that shit'll get your account shut down for 2 weeks. That's why don't nobody know about it. See, that's power. See what I'm saying? They shut your shit down. You can't even my homeboy posted that shit, they shut his shit down for weeks. All he did was just say, what the hell is this? And posted the video. He's sitting there with a little smirk on his face. Arrogant motherfucker. Go look at him sitting before the Senate. That motherfucker, if he don't look like the damn straight from the pits of hell with 666 in the back of his head, I like to know who do. He do. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust. It's not that I hate them. I don't hate these people. But I think they doing so much. They fucking our shit up. Like, it's so much shit. You may think that you come to certain realizations by your own understanding. You are tossed or pushed or given a nudge by certain entertainment, certain things. Like, what's her face? Why you think they going hard? Look at it this way. Disney is about to go ultra hard with all this feminism bullshit, right? You would think they should know, like, okay, you probably don't need to make all the damn characters a bunch of women. Like, that shit looks sick. Why would you do that? Don't nobody want to see that shit, right? A lot of the fans supported the film because they've been watching this shit for 20 years, for 10, 12 years now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had 11 years. They're like, hell, I was watching this shit back in 2008 when the first Iron Man came out. Now we up here, 2019. They doing all these Avengers movies and shit like that. Nobody wants to see that shit, but why are they gonna go full speed? The Captain Marvel film, they're like, well, it made $1 billion. That's them foreigners that watch that shit. Black people in America don't watch shit like. We didn't like it. I watched that movie one time. I couldn't watch it no more because it was cringe. It was cringy. It just was just to watch the black girl who was from what's the name of that movie? The show. She's Gotta Have It. She's like, you call me something, I'm gonna choke you or some shit. I'm like, girl, your ass ain't gonna do shit. But they just made some weird ass. That whole movie was whack. But why are they doing that? They want to fuck your head up. They want you to think. They want our little girls to think a certain way, to think that they are on the same level as men. Remember the little movie about you're a woman, show me how a woman runs? It's like a little commercial, and they show these little girls trying to run fast and shit, trying to, like, you know how little girls are. Little girls like to be tomboys at a certain age, try to compete. But why would you show that shit? Because you're trying to do manipulation with the people in the way they think, and they manipulating the hell out of us, man. They're doing a lot of shit to us, and I just want to kind of raise the awareness, because when you see some shit like that. When I saw that Color Purple, the actual novel, didn't have half the shit that you see in the movie. A lot of shit was added to add flair and to make it dramatic. That's what they tell you, right? Just like the show called Julia that used to come on. Can I get some likes? The show called Julia that used to come on. That show was about a single mom back when 80% of black children were born in wedlock. And everybody was upset about that shit. Whose idea was that? Small hat. You see what I'm saying? Everywhere you look, small hat, small hat, small hat. And when I say something about it, I'm whatever. It was added to make black men look like savages. Color Purple was home. Yeah. Color Purple is, to me, a shining example of social engineering at its finest. That shit, cause damn near everybody on this video, you all know the words to the damn movie. You're black, you're ugly. You know what I'm saying? We used to joke about that shit. I kill him dead before I beat me. You know, we used to joke as kids and say that shit all the time. That was programming. You know what I'm saying? You watch these damn movies, you be like, damn, this shit is so whack. It's so much shit in this. Like, I'm gonna give you a good example. And I don't really say this often, but I believe this. I believe the reason, because I saw this shit, like, I like Dave Chappelle, I like the comedy show, but I gotta tell the truth. Y'all remember when Dave Chappelle was talking about they asked him to wear a dress and he said no? Y'all remember that? There's an episode of the Dave Chappelle show where he's acting like a homosexual. And Dave Chappelle is on Fear Factor. And Dave Chappelle is up there acting like he ready to eat, like they had it like, okay, this is the genitals of some animal, like some calf, some cow or some shit. So the girl said, oh, I can't eat this. And he grabbed it as a homosexual, just tearing it up, just eating it. He was like, yo, this ain't the first time I did this, you know, just being funny about that shit. And everybody was laughing, but I was like, damn, Dave. Damn, they got you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I didn't know that. It like, for example, when you look at Paul Mooney, right? Everybody's saying, like, I hear people, oh, they trying to assassinate Paul Mooney's character. Bro, let me tell you something. If me and you homeboys, right? If me and you homeboys, right? And I'm sitting up here, and Richard Pryor, if me and Richard Pryor, I don't give a fuck what Richard Pryor do. Richard Pryor ain't finna stand up and say he seen me sucking on nobody's dick. That's a friendship ending ass joke. That shit ain't funny. I ain't finna let no nigga stand up talking about he done seen me motherfucking thing. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no real nigga finna let you do that. Come on, guys, talk to me. If you friends with a nigga, he a comedian, I don't give a shit. I ain't finna let you stand up talking about you done seen me, you walked in and saw me sucking a dick. The fuck? Come on now. You feel me? So when he said that shit, Richard Pryor said that shit, was roasting his ass and said, yeah, man, you know, I walked in and, you know, he was on his knees sucking off a white man, sucking the white man's dick. Like, huh? And he laughing, but he looking scared than a motherfucker when he said it. Hey, you might be right about Dave Chappelle. But what's the name was sitting there looking scared as hell when he said that shit. What his name? Paul Mooney. Cause you know, I always wonder, like, something is weird. Why the hell would they let Paul Mooney, a black man, come up here on a white platform, look these motherfuckers in the face and tell them they ain't shit? Well, what's up with that? You feel, y'all ever notice that shit? I always thought that shit was kind of weird. I was like, how is it that a black man like Paul Mooney can come in here and look white folks stand up on the stage and talk about race and all that shit, and black folks, oh yeah, Paul Mooney's this, Paul, look, I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be compromised, okay? You can be compromised. I believe, this is my theory. I believe, hey, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. I think that they compromised his ass. That's why he's able to go out. Paul Mooney used to say some real shit. And you know, when you don't know no better, you would just be like, you know, we don't know. We're not in the information age. This was prior to, I remember Paul Mooney in the 90s used to stand up and say some deep shit. I'd be like, damn, I can't believe he went on a white platform, sat there and told them crackers to their face about the truth. Told them they wasn't shit. When the last time you seen some shit like that? When the last time you seen a black man get up in front of white folks and tell them the truth about themselves and get away with it? I'm not saying, now listen to what I'm saying now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be empowered and trying to get your own moving in the direction of power. I'm not putting the white man in God's place. But what I'm saying is, in entertainment, that shit is wholly owned and controlled by small hats. And one of the things you got to look at with small hats is that a lot of them, they don't like white people either. There, I said it. They don't like them either. So a lot of times you'll see liberal, quote unquote, liberal policies, but the word liberal, socialist, communist, all those words, they got a lot to do with that shit, man. I'm just saying, any movement, a lot of our movements have been, they bought and controlled every damn near every movement we done had. You can't name one. Black Power, Black Lives Matter, Civil Rights. Only one that what they didn't control, but they wound up bringing it down anyway, was the UNIA. They brought that down with it's always easy to get a nigga to go in and turn against somebody, right? That's what happened. So that's the thing. It's like, man, I'm sitting up here listening to Irritated Gina today, and I was like, damn, that nigga James Baldwin wasn't shit. Like, real talk. He was a sellout, coon ass nigga. Now, they went in on Martin Luther King. This is the thing about Martin Luther King. They saying Bayard Rustin organized the March on Washington. That's not true. Bayard Rustin was given the credit for the March on Washington by the government and the media. That shit was go listen to Malcolm X. Malcolm X said that shit was a grassroots movement. Guess what? There was a gay man that wrote the novel talking about Malcolm X was gay. That, not novel, but wrote that talking about Malcolm X was gay. That's the shit I'm talking about. See, we don't be knowing these people be Trojan horses. They doing the same shit that Malcolm did to Nat Turner. They saw Nat Turner as a real, Malcolm X is a strong, shining example of black masculinity. They had to compromise it. They had to make him out to be a homosexual. Why? And who do they get to do it? A homosexual. I'm gonna tell you guys some real shit. A lot of these homosexuals are enemies of the black community. I'm gonna just say it like it is. A lot of them are, because they feel low. They got another strong, rich ally that's funded by the small hats that they can go and tap into anytime they want to and beat down the black community and force us to accept that unnormal shit that they do. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? They do that. They try to force us into the shit that they want to force us into. And this is what you see with these guys, man. A lot of this shit is fucked up, but I really blame us as people. We got to be vigilant, man. Watch it. Like, be careful with the ideologies that we adopt on YouTube and try to believe in, because a lot of this shit is social engineering. They want you hating your fucking women. They want you I think it serves a purpose for a black family to not be created. I think they really want to stop us from getting married. They want to stop us from having children, population control, and they hitting us from 5 or 6 different angles. Homosexuality. Then they can't get you with that. They'll get you with a white woman. And I'm not knocking brothers that every brother that's with a white woman ain't a sellout, okay? I ain't trying to say that. But they do want to destabilize you. If they can get you to breed your genes out, they'll do that. If they can get you to say, fuck it, I'm just going, I'm going to MGTOW, we'll do that. Think about all these damn ways they can stop you from caring about your women. You like, where this shit come from? Why is this shit so prevalent in our community? You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do is get with, this is just my personal thing. Find you a woman. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a hard thing to date. I get it. It's not easy. Find you a woman and raise children with them. If she a good woman, you find you a good woman, raise children with them, man. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I think that's good. The fact that I got to preface it with, make sure she a good woman, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm telling you to go get with a baby mama, right? Okay. Single mom. A lot of times, I'm going to say this, I said this before, a lot of times a woman that got one child might not be the damn worst woman in the world. I said it. A woman that been married and had a child, that might not be the worst woman in the world sometimes. She probably got married for a reason, because she probably was a good woman. There are good women out here. I believe good women exist. You know what I'm saying? He possibly slept with the man. I thought it was both. Yeah, it was bogus. That was bullshit. Malcolm X ain't sleep with no damn man, dog. That's some bullshit, man. Everybody, I seen people talking about it. I'm like, why the fuck they gonna wait all these years and say, but them folks hated Malcolm X ass. They had him under surveillance. The CIA came out. And if you think Malcolm X was fucking with a man under surveillance, you think they wouldn't have came and blackmailed Malcolm X? Come on, y'all. Come on now. Just think for a sec. Just think. It is well documented. Malcolm X was not able to be controlled. We have recorded footage of Malcolm X refusing to sell out the Nation of Islam, refusing to sell out the Elijah Muhammad. Why? If they got Malcolm X on his knees doing some dirt to a man, what don't you think he would have sold out? Huh? Malcolm X was real, bro. Malcolm X, the day before he died, he knew he was gonna die. This brother knew he was gonna die. Told them people to let them folks come in there unarmed. Malcolm X was the real, genuine article. Don't you let nobody fool you. And that pissed me off. I'm not a Muslim, but that's one guy I got the utmost respect for. Utmost respect, because he was real. He was real. He was just like that video I put out last night. Honorable men versus evil versus good. Malcolm X was a good guy. He was a good man. You know what I'm saying? You're right. He plotted to do. You're right. You know what I'm saying? But you know what though? I got respect for MLK because the man did give his life for the struggle. I can't. Any man that took a bullet because he started thinking about black people and having his people, having the interests of his people first, is got to have my respect. I don't give a shit. I'll never call. You say, well, that nigga was a coon. That nigga was a sellout. He wasn't perfect. King was not perfect. King had flaws. King could be bought in certain instances. But once you get past 1963, you get past the March on Washington and all that shit that happened. After that, look at what King did. King started saying, wait a minute, man, no, we gonna have to start talking about some sort of compensation for this bullshit. Why you think when Lyndon Baines Johnson spoke to the Howard University graduating class, I think it was 1968, 67, something like that, he said, look, man, he was talking about reparations. It's funny how people forget shit. Now they want to go and whitewash history and say shit. Go listen to what Malcolm X had to say about the March on Washington. Bayard Rustin was I don't know, man. This is a guy who the media's trying to make it. They finna whitewash him and make him a hero. I saw footage of Bayard Rustin literally saying out his own mouth that the measuring stick of social justice and civil rights in the black community in America was the black struggle in the black community in the 1960s. He says, but today, now he said this shit in like the early 90s. He said, but today, the struggle of civil rights in this community in the United States is the LGBT gay community. That's because he was pulling for that shit the whole time. That was his team the whole time. But he felt like he couldn't get his shit through until you got to get a black movement, which had already started. He came and jumped into the momentum that Kingdom had started in Montgomery. I'm keeping this shit a buck. I got older family members, people I call and talk about this shit all the time. Before Bayard Rustin jumped his ass down to Montgomery, they had already started that shit. Damn near everything that Bayard Rustin takes credit for was some shit that was orchestrated by the grassroots black people. The March on Washington, that was a grassroots movement, and the government and Kennedy had him stamp his ass on there. They want to talk about he orchestrated or he helped engineer the nonviolent. Now I will agree he helped. Probably they say that Martin Luther King preached nonviolence, but they say Martin Luther King had guns and people protecting his house. Like, and I'm like, what King supposed to do? What was King supposed to do? They bombed his house. My mom was around the corner when they bombed this shit. My mom went around there and watched him try to put his fire out at his own damn house. They bombed his house. After that, Bayard Rustin talking about, man, you need to be nonviolent. I wouldn't hear that shit either. I'm a believer. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm levitating your ass. Anybody come near my house. So they had armed guards standing around his house, and Bayard Rustin didn't like it. See what I'm saying? And he the one that gave King this whole ideology of pushing the whole nonviolent spiel. King was already on it, but I don't think Bayard Rustin was necessary. I don't think he did shit but steal the steam and momentum of shit that had already started, even when he went to Africa. A lot of them folks had already won their independence. He was already over there hanging out with Kwame Nkrumah. All them people, man. That dude ain't do shit. Then when he got back over here, what he started pushing for? Gay rights. Because that's really what he pushing for. That's what he about. Bayard was the guy that started this whole taking the black civil rights movement and hijacking it and giving it to the gays. Bayard Rustin. Look it up. I'm going to make a video if y'all don't believe me and put clips in there and show you what he's saying that shit. That's fucked up. See what I'm saying? And then you watch these movies like Best Man, right? I didn't know who the hell Audre Lorde was. Audre Lorde was a lesbian. Like these are the types of shit that they give us. A lot of times they give you shit and they'll put it in your face and you'll be like, damn. It seemed like to me in that scene in Best Man when he was talking to the stripper, she's getting ready to leave, and then he quoted one of Audre Lorde's poems and shit like that, right? You'd be like, I didn't know who the hell Audre Lorde. That was some obscure shit. Like, who the hell is Audre Lorde? A damn lesbian. So what you and look at the premise of the whole premise of the poem was it was almost like he showed his morality by even saying that shit, quoting that little poem written by a lesbian, right? And then what happens? She stops. Because that's some deep shit. It shows that you are, if you understand Audre Lorde, then you know, maybe you're a good guy and maybe there's more to your character and maybe I want to explore that. Why? Because he's showing some bullshit. He said some bullshit. We see, we don't know. We've been getting fed this shit. We've been getting engineered for decades, man. Decades. And I say something every once in a while. I speak up. You know what I'm saying? I say something. But like I say, guys, I think a lot of this shit that we get fed. You can hear me. If y'all can't hear me, say something. If you can't hear me, type 1. Right? If you can hear me, type 1. Can you guys hear me? Shit, I was just playing, but can y'all hear me? Hello? Okay. But like I say, man, one of the main things I think that one of the black community needs to really take an assessment of is black people who have been compromised by small hats. I think, bro, we like even our so-called celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Like our celebrities, our entertainers, all that shit. You look at them and you listen to them talk, you like, damn. A lot of them, like that damn Paul Mooney shit. That shit made me think, because I always used to wonder growing up, why in the hell would they let Paul Mooney sit and tell white folks they ain't shit? Y'all ever thought about that? Think about it. When the last time you seen a black man get up on the stage and tell white folks to their face they ain't shit? Now this shit is becoming normal, and you know who taking this place? D.L. Hughley. But what did D.L. Hughley say about a couple of months ago, about 4, 5 months, 6 months ago? I think it was last year. D.L. Hughley said the gay struggle is the struggle for today. He said the same shit Bayard Rustin said. He said the gay struggle is the struggle of today. If you watch, what's the name of that? I'm gonna tell you how I know this shit to be true. Go watch Being Mary Jane, right? It's on not Facebook. It's on Instagram. I mean shit. Netflix, right? And if you watch the final season, I think it was season 5 or whatever. If you watch it, her brother, who used to be on drugs, had become something like a community activist after his daughter got attacked by some cops or some shit like that. And so D-Ray McKesson, who has been placed there by small hats, just watch this shit now. D-Ray McKesson is the guy that came to Ferguson, Missouri, right? And he came to Ferguson, Missouri and derailed down what that boy, the one that they found burned up in the car, the good dude that they killed, that the cops killed. I forgot his name. That brother, the one he stomped out D-Ray because D-Ray came there the first week when Ferguson happened. He said, man, these jokers had hotels. Somebody was cutting checks. They was calling people. They say they bought one of his friends to make a gay rap and shit. Look, this was the week after Michael Brown got shot. And what happened? Black people started organizing. What did they do? Darren Seals, thank you, brother. Smart audience. So what did they do? They do the same shit. When black people start organizing and moving some shit, they hijack us. This is why we need to be careful with those movements. Because I do agree to a certain extent, we need to look at who Yvette is with, and watch that shit, because that shit can be hijacked with that whole ADOS. They want to come into that shit next. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, look at who are the progenitors of it a lot of times. Yvette Carnell, who's with a white woman. I don't know if the woman's Jewish or not. I don't know. And we got Tariq on the other hand. Who's Tariq? Tariq is married to a small hat. A lot of folks don't know that. You know what I'm saying? He is, right? So the funny thing about it, man, when they did that shit in Ferguson, Missouri, Darren Seal said D-Ray McKesson showed up. He used to wear the little vest. He said he stumped out. He stumped him out, whooped him one time. He said, man, this dude had so much money. The shit, he was flying in on private jets. He's like, what the fuck did this nigga from Baltimore, where he come from? Who gave this nigga all this money? How's he able to come and offer my friends $10,000 to do gay rap songs and shit? I kid you not, this is what happened. He said one of his homeboys sold out and flew out there with D-Ray and went and met with some, we don't know who, right? He came back and he said he had bought some stuff and he was spending the money. He's like, where you get the money from? D-Ray, right? So D-Ray was on Being Mary Jane. Who does Being Mary Jane? Mara Brock Akil. Mara Brock Akil. These are the people that are getting under that Black Girls Rock. See, Mara Brock Akil, the same lady that does Black Lightning. See, I know what I'm watching when I watch shit. I told y'all I might like what Black Lightning. I ain't gonna be no hypocrite. I'll watch it sometime. But I'm very cognizant of the messages put in these little shows. Like Being Mary Jane started off to be a good show. By season 4 and 5, it was some bullshit. When she went to New York, it just changed. It got real dark. It was just fucked up, right? And the part that I didn't like about that shit was her brother, and I gotta go, but I'm gonna say this. Her brother was on the podium that came to a speech where D-Ray McKesson was speaking, right? So these young cats came in there, young dudes came in there, and they was talking and chatting them down, D-Ray, right? And so the dude kind of took one of the little kids under his arm, her brother, Mary Jane's brother, took one of the kids under his arms and started mentoring him, right? So as he's mentoring the kid, you know, he starts talking to him. And he said, yeah, man, do you know Bayard Rustin was the organizer of the March on Washington. He orchestrated the whole thing. I'm like, oh, shit, here they go with that programming, right? So they putting that shit in. Now, this is a Black woman that put this shit in here, right? So then I'm like, okay. Well, so what angle? Because I knew that was bullshit. But I'm like, what are they getting at? Right? So then it just didn't make no sense because I was like, damn, I ain't seen that for like 5 or 6 episodes. You didn't see shit, right? So then all of a sudden, the brother, they show another scene. He round the dude, and the dude is talking to him, and some other dude walks in and is upset with the guy that he mentored. So you got the brother, he talking to the younger guy, and the guy, some guy walks in, he's all angry like they about to fight. I'm like, what the hell? So then the brother stays. He say, man, go ahead, man. I'll be out in a second. So he in there talking, the brother, Mary Jane's brother. He walks outside, goes on the side of the building. Them niggas up there hugged up, smooching and kissing. I'm like, wait a minute. So what you trying, the whole message that they trying to get at is this. Anybody that's anti-gay, anybody that doesn't believe in that shit is secretly gay themselves. This is what they do. This is the message that Mara Brock, I ain't gonna forget that shit. Everybody that puts that bullshit in they art or entertainment, I'm gonna remember that shit. I keep track of that shit. Mara Brock and Kill, when she did that, I said, okay, she down with the team. Because that shit didn't make no sense. We see this all the time. These entertainers are Trojan horses. Lee Daniels, he ain't no Trojan horse. Lee Daniels coming with guns blazing. Lee Daniels damn near done said, I want to destroy the black family. I want to destroy... that motherfucker that said so many weird ass statements. I want to destroy he want to destroy black patriarchy. Anytime you hear somebody talking about black patriarchy, you should be careful. Not because men should be able to whoop a woman's ass or some shit. That ain't what men, let me say this. That is not what black culture is about, is men just beating the shit out of a black woman. That's not, we call men cowards who beat women. We've been doing that shit for decades, for centuries. Now all of a sudden, to be a masculine male who provides, who protects is wrong and erroneous. The fact that you have masculinity is now called toxic is a problem. But who do you see pushing that shit? A lot of these damn celebrities and shit saying that shit. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
what's the girl, Jamel Hill, all of them say that bullshit. They say shit, and what it is we got so many people that are sprinkled in. Like, even with, I respect the brother, Killer Mike. I done seen him say, you watch that shit he had on Netflix. I'm like, what the hell is this? This nigga pushing LGBT, feminism, all that. He said, yes. What did he say? Porn is very masculine and patriotic, patriarchal. And, we need to show women dominating men. And I'm like, what the fuck? Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that shit, I said, okay, Killer Mike. So I wasn't surprised with the Bernie Sanders shit. I wasn't surprised. I saw that shit when Bernie was running last time. I saw he was like that. I said, this nigga going real hard for Bernie Sanders, and Bernie Sanders ain't for reparations. That nigga got up there and skated his ass off on Breakfast Club. I was like, how the hell this nigga gonna explain this shit? This nigga, ain't no way in hell I can support Bernie Sanders and he for Jews getting reparations. And then when you say something about black folks, that would be divisive. I'm like, we ain't did shit to Israel. Why the fuck we sending them money? Why don't we take that money we send in Israel and send it to the black community and build up some our shit? Start some credit unions or some shit. Can't do it. See what I'm saying? That's real, man. Y'all have a good one, man. I'm gonna go and get up out of here. Y'all be blessed, man.